Yo, 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 yo. Yo, Phil, I wanna start off by saying appreciate you, bro. I got a new phone. So we back.
You got two phones, one for
These
business and one
things
for other things.
we are about to be active with these things right here. You see the mics. We active.
Oh,
We
I,
about to
I I completely forgot. I forgot Lawrence was on the social media page. I completely forgot.
yeah,
You scrolled
so
through the IBT Sports
it
shit.
was definitely I found out from the guy at the store. I had went and tested him and he said something was wrong with my USB for my old phone. I got a new phone now, so I'm gonna definitely be ramping it up and helping you out in that shit because definitely need to
Yeah.
get the reels going and everything. But welcome back to another
I
episode
could
of
think of so
IBTE
many
Sports
ideas.
Podcast. It's your boy Lawrence and Phil. Kenny's on daddy duty. Neil is recovering from saliva shots in the
Mono.
Himalayan mountains.
Yep.
in,
Caucasus
in,
Island. Yes.
in Canada. And where?
He got basically infected by the Caucasus Mountain people. So I really need his PTO.
Hey man, listen. The show must go on. Even if I'm not here, I'll be wanting y'all to just go because that's
Well, you know how that goes.
I feel like we at that point. Listen, I even told you too. I'll stream from wherever I'm at. If I can stream while I'm driving, I'll pull it up. But remember the one year I was down in Florida and I was in the parking lot of the grocery store and I literally did this show for like 45 minutes. Like it don't matter, man. It's to me, man, it's all about consistently doing this.
Already the show goes on.
I think it like it carries over to other things that we want to do personally too.
Absolutely. So, and before we continue, some ideas for when you do the social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence's top 5 players I hate to bet on today. Boom, that's an idea.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm going
people crazy. That sold me yesterday. Bang. Tops I hate. Bang. Players I hate to bet on. Bang. Ban list. Bang.
Ban list. Oh my goodness. The list. Well, my list isn't that bad though. I will say that my list isn't too crazy when it comes to like, all right, I'm not betting this person. Like I think it all comes down to matchups. It's just like sometimes it's just unfortunate that these dudes don't hoop how I think they're gonna hoop. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Like right now, I got Franz for two assists, and he's one of my favorite players. I'm gonna bet him for assist eventually again, even if he don't get me him.
I bet him for 4, so good luck with that.
Yeah.
And the funny part is my luck. I bet did you see the Nick Richards post I put in the chat? Like
yeah, it was like there was like a 6-7 leg that you had.
Yeah, it was so the guys who were cappers. They said Nick Richards under 2.5 threes, and I was like, perfect. I couldn't find him on the Suns since he plays for the Suns, like you said, like the other day. Books like to take people off, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So I forgot the last name by accident and put Nick Smith Jr. from the Hornets.
And he did it.
He got ejected in the first quarter.
Oh.
With 0 threes. So also Franz Wagner 4 assists. He has 0 through 2.5 quarters. So yeah, bounces out.
Yeah, I need him for 2. Yeah. So I'm hoping he can get something going.
We need a little he-he's over there. Just Apollo, whoever.
Yeah,
you guys are facing the Hornets. Come on.
He's thinking it up. This is bad. In the last like 5-6 games, he's had at least 3. So we'll see what happens.
Just imagine.
I went back, for example, today. I went back to Duran and Cade. So we'll see what happens there. But I did the parlay, the +3. I think it has to be 3 legs or whatever, and I put Paolo on there for the assist. So not Paolo, Franz.
Oh, yeah.
So that's gonna be paying if he doesn't do it because this was negative 1,800 for 2 assists. But man, we are back. Super Bowl Sunday happened. A lot of crazy things happened. Not just the game. Obviously, everybody
pre-game, post-game, halftime show. Bets were hit because people were hating in the pre-game. So thank you.
Clean sweet.
Prime time hating.
Australian bookie.
A hit's a hit, especially because quick story time. Yeah, I told Lawrence and Kenny about the bet. I bet the national anthem by John Batiste, very talented artist, but obviously I wanted him to not take his time with the national anthem. Lawrence, I think an hour before the game starts, it'll be 1 hour later. Phil, damn, I can't believe he went over 5 seconds or something like that. So I was like, bet, double down. Add $25 to the original bet. Since sometimes that works because listen, only one person can be successful in hating, and we saw that during the halftime show. But yeah, I think he went under by like 5-6 seconds. So great for me. I'm happy.
Yeah, not because you saw what happened. I knew he was gonna do some like remix to the song. I didn't know what he was gonna do though. I thought he was gonna
3 times in a row.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do more than that, Phil. That's why I said, he might go over because like he's a soulful artist. Like, and he's in his hometown. Like, it's just. But I think the pregame was phenomenal. From the sign language stuff that they had. I don't know if you watched the Apple. They had the Apple Music stuff. They had.
I saw the marching band too. They were great.
Right. Yeah. That's from Southern University. That it was phenomenal. They did a really good job on highlighting the city and like the things that they bring with the jazz and just the whole culture down there. So it was nice. It was cool to see the pregame.
Yeah, it said "Land of the Free" like 3 times. Like, oh,
yeah, land of the free.
Hold up, land of the free, land of the free. I was like, damn.
Me and Kenny after the midway between after the first one, we looked at each other like, oh, I feel might be cooked. Because, but now, like I think that
come back, please. We need you.
I think that was phenomenal. As far as the pregame goes, leading up, commercials weren't great this year. I feel like they just gone down. Like you remember
there's some good ones.
Remember the guy I don't know if it was a stepdad or whatever he was. He would go over to his girlfriend's house for the Doritos. And the little kids said, "Don't touch my Doritos." They'd be up smacking the guy.
The little daddy commercials back in the day.
Oh, crazy, man. But I think it's just a different time now. I don't know.
Because I feel like we saw everything. But one commercial I did like was another Dorito. I feel like Doritos always has like these commercials. The alien tries to steal Doritos, so they use the beam to try to steal it from them. And he's like, pull, it's a tug of war. Then the guy lets go. Then the plane explodes or the UFO.
The Nike commercial for the women was dope too. I love that. I thought that was really fire.
Yep. The cameos with all NFL players and the women flag football player as well.
Yep. Yeah, I think they did like those type of commercials were good. The statement ones good, but I think the fun ones they're not there anymore. It's just not the I don't know if it's the creativity's gone from these groups or wherever they're at, but they need to get to with the focus groups and figure something out because it's nasty work. Man.
Timo paid a bag last year.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to the coin toss.
We talked about John Baptiste. We talked about the pregame, the whole New Orleans culture. Yep. That was all good. Everything was great.
And that was the most entertainment.
The most entertainment we got was everything but the football game. Kansas City Chiefs looking to three-peat. Fell severely short. They got dominated by the Eagles, man.
Yep. Foot on bed and everything. Good Lord.
Yeah, they got I think just this shows you the Eagles team was what the additions that they had, they're serious. They're a serious team. I think from top to bottom, man, one of the most talented rosters we've seen in a while. From D-line to linebackers to safeties to corners to their O-line to the wide receivers to the tight end to the quarterback. They have everything that they need. I don't know what's going to happen with the future because when you do win Super Bowls, people do demand more money. But Roseman and them, they've figured out how to keep things together.
Just grab some lacrosse players. You'll be fine. That's Patriots. Just grab some random players. You'll be good. Shout out Chris Hogan.
Yeah, he was a beast. He was a beast for sure. But now I just think it was that like the Eagles just dominated. They look like they looked like they wanted it. They wanted it more. And also, I would say the Eagles didn't do anything like extravagant or deviate from their plan, and they just executed what they had to. And on the flip side, the O line for the Chiefs, man, he looked like he was playing against the Bucks again, running for his life it wasn't every play early in the game. It started in the third quarter, second, it was just like they didn't blitz all game, and they won 40-22.
Sixth time that happened in Super Bowl history where a quarterback gets blitzed 0 times and lost.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So it's absolutely insane, man. Insane. Impressive win by the Eagles, man. Shouts out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to AJ Brown. Yeah, I was right. I was right. I had a feeling, man. It just coming into that game. Now, if they never faced each other 2 years ago, I would say Chiefs. You feel me? But I feel like the fact that they're seeing them again, the animosity burns up in like AJ was there, Devonta Smith was there.
I mean, and Saquon Barkley also helps.
Right, and having Saquon Barkley, and he didn't even play that. He didn't even play that well because that's what they committed to stopping them.
Yeah.
But the DBs for the Chiefs didn't have any chance to get any turnovers. Yeah. Hurts was really smart with the football too. Like he protected the rock. Like he had the one interception, but that was a miscue by the lineman. Lineman didn't block anybody and let him get pressure. But still, interception is interception. He played really well, Super Bowl MVP. Where do you have Jalen Hurts in the quarterback conversation?
Now, if we're talking about accomplishments and
what's good, Joe? What's good? How do you guys think both the Eagles and the tag offs, especially? I don't think much changes. I think the Eagles they try to go in and repeat. They're going to try to
get in a little cap trouble. They might have to try.
Yeah, they're going to try to probably on the Eagles side. They don't really have to do much to me. Mm-hmm. To me, like I feel like they're set. The only thing is, I think they're trying to get Denzel Ward from the Browns, and they're trying to get Myles Garrett also.
Oh,
so they're trying to really infinity stone the NFL right now.
Dodger style.
And Myles Garrett 2 hours ago just said that he'll take a pay cut.
Oh, Lord.
to get sent out of Cleveland. So
he's
most likely done. And I could definitely see the Eagles. The Eagles listen to their fans, to be honest. They're about the closest team in NFL that's fan controlled. I'm not gonna lie, because they listen to a lot of things that they say, and they make those moves like that. And the Chiefs, I think it's O-line. I think they're gonna
get rid of Jawan Taylor immediately.
Yeah, that's what they did when the Bucks lost in the Super Bowl. They went in and figured out the O-line. I don't know what happened. Well, I think injuries happened this time around because Tooney was at left tackle around.
Yeah, because he usually plays guard.
Yeah. Or is it Tooney or Thuney?
Tooney. Former Patriot. Former Super Bowl champion.
Patriot. Yeah, that's a fact. And he just he's out of place already at left tackle. He's a guard. He's an interior O lineman. So their line is already out of sorts. So I think that's what they'll attack. You still got wide receivers. You got Xavier Worthy that had 157 in the Super Bowl. Quiet numbers. Got a lot of garbage time yards, but he kept still playing. And then I would say got Rashee Rice coming back.
Yeah,
which I think is big. I think they have to go and get DBs. I feel like they need DBs, or you go and get a defensive end too.
Also, I think you may have to move on from Kelsey. He's getting paid a lot next year. You can always find someone younger in the draft. He's 35, going to turn 36. He's already questioning his future.
Yeah, I honestly could see him saying, "Well, I'm good." He's got 3. He's got all the accolades. Receiving,
broke a record in Super Bowl as well. I think that's the most catches in Super Bowl history, passing Jerry Rice.
Yep.
So, hey,
you saying the postseason?
I think it was in postseason or Super Bowl history. One of
those because he's been to 5 of them. So it's either postseason or Super Bowls. Either way, impressive.
Yep,
impressive.
Yeah, but as for Hurts, accolades, achievement wise, shit, he might be 3 or 4, just because he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He has Super Bowl
Don't say this in the group chat.
Yeah, but just because Joe Burrow, he has 1 Super Bowl appearance. He doesn't have any MVPs.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Hurts' accomplishments in the playoffs trump Joe Burrow's. 3 MVPs for Lamar Jackson, I believe, and 2, no Super Bowl appearances. So 2 and no Super Bowl appearances. Some might argue 2 Super Bowl trips and a Super Bowl MVP might trump that, but
I think the most important thing for the whole Jalen Hurts, because I see now is the recent, like I said in the chat, and Bruce took it out of like context crazy. Recency bias. If you want to put him at 5, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
but me personally, I'm not putting him over. No matter what happens, like I think he'll have to go on a crazy run. Yeah. But I'm just saying, strictly from throwing the rocks.
I don't think he's top 5.
Talent. That's what I'm saying. What are you judging on? Because I feel like a lot of times the quarterbacks get judged on the talent, like how they throw the football, and I think a lot of people get in love with that. But if we're talking about accolades, you have to respect. You have to put him up there. Yeah, because now he won a bowl. He's a Super Bowl MVP. But the flip side too, his team is they're gonna say, "Yo, your team is loaded. Like you got everything. Like you have a Hall of Fame running back. You have 2 number 1 wide receivers. There's teams right now that would pay both of their wide receivers $30 million plus. Yeah. If they said they were free agents, they would get $30 million plus.
Yeah. So I mean, with Hurts, I believe he's a top 10, maybe top 12 QB, because I believe if you put Lamar, Mahomes, Burrow, and Allen in there, that's an automatic Super Bowl win, in my opinion. Also, maybe Justin Herbert. I think if you put Stafford or Goff in there, those could be.
I feel like he's.
He benefits a lot from a great.
I'm not too much of a fan of Herbert. Like it's the throwing of the football. Like he gets the social media quarterback thing. He had a bounce back season. He obviously got a coach that's competent. They had 11 wins this season. So, but I definitely want to. He's got to be in the playoffs. He's got to. Yeah. We won't forget what you did.
True.
Like you let the Jags. What was it? Come back 24-0 or something like that.
Yeah, but so it's like if you look at the Chargers roster compared to the Eagles roster, it will be very hard to mess up with the Eagles roster. They protected Jalen Hurts from making mistakes by giving him Saquon, giving him all these weapons, wide receivers, like you said, Pro Bowl tight end, great offensive line. You had Jason Kelce and Cam Starks who filled in nicely. Crazy defensive line, most of them from Georgia. The linebackers, the corners. Cooper DeJean had a pick 6 in the Super Bowl on his birthday against Patrick Mahomes. One hell of a birthday present. Yeah, I mean, I believe with like top 10 quarterbacks, if you want to name them, all those guys can fill in and definitely win Super Bowl with that roster. That's how good Howie Roseman had done with the squad. I think people could fill in.
And he's doing what he's doing, and that's my thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Like, I think we seen. I was one of the biggest critics on Hurts. Like, to be like, yo, I don't know, man. I think out of 2 years, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the one cycle. They build him up just to have him crash down, but obviously, it's a different story. He's got what it takes. That's what it looks like. So it looks like he's already the franchise because of the money you gave him, but you can kind of see that he's backing it up. He delivered,
and he has a chain that put most musicians change the shame. So. all I saw online, damn, after seeing Jalen Hurts and Saquon's chain, I can't look at any rapper's chain ever again. Like,
it's different money.
Yeah, I mean, they just built the roster so well that they can hide some of Hurts's. A lot of people are saying like throwing abilities or mistakes. That's how good the roster is made.
Yeah. Hey, that's what they're supposed to do. They did it. They did a hell of a job in Philly front office. I envy. And then shout out to New Orleans Saints, man, being directly impactful to the Eagles' success the past couple of years because we just are a farm team to them and we just give them every good player and they end up blossoming. It's annoying, but It's crazy.
Well,
crazy work, man. Gave a first round pick to get Jalen Carter. We gave them Zach Bond. We gave them Chauncey. It's crazy, man. 3 impactful players right there.
Yep, I think Bond got sacked in the Super Bowl as well.
Huh?
I think Bond got a sack in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I believe he did. Franz Wagner assists. Let's work.
Finally, good Lord.
He 8 minutes to get 3. Let's work. Oof. He got us. Don't worry.
Hey, you need 1 more. I need 3 more. Ooh, please. That's what I get for betting on the Magic again. But
yeah, they
it's against the Hornets, so hopefully
they just called a timeout
with no LaMelo.
They're down 15, 8:30 left.
What?
Yeah,
against the Hornets without LaMelo?
No. The Hornets are down. Hornets on.
I didn't bet their money line, but I was about to say,
shit, that would be good for you if they was down 15 with 8 minutes left.
Nope, they gonna be down 20-25. Oh, let's have Franz rest before the All-Star break. It is because All-Star weekend's Friday, so
is LaMelo even out there?
No, he's out. He's out for the rest of the week.
Oh,
because he's been injured. People want him to be an All-Star, but he can't stay healthy. Those BBB contract concrete workouts have got to him. So
BBB.
I like.
Man, I'm ready for the futures to be available for the players, man. Early. I'm going Pat Mahomes over TDs. He's gonna snap. He's gonna try to violate every single team from being embarrassed like that on national television.
Yeah. Hey, Xavier Worthy was the only, watchable Chiefs weapon on that offense that Super Bowl, and I'm pretty sure the last touchdown that saved us. Thank you, FanDuel. 80-yard touchdown. Was it 70-yard touchdown? No, it was 50. It was a 50 because Devontae Smith was 46, and that was like 50, 57.
It was 57 because he had 100, and then that was his last catch. He had 7 for 100, and then his 8th catch was the bomb in the end zone.
Yeah, it's good to know that even though you guys lost, you guys can have thanks to the Bills, of course, a weapon for the future and like a number 1, just in case Travis Kelce does indeed call raps or you send him packing. I think he'll be a nice number 1 for Mahomes in the future.
Cool.
Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy's gonna be Worthy's.
Thank
nice.
you, Buffalo.
What did you where was you at for Super Bowl?
Brandon's.
Okay, was it was a lot of people?
Yeah, mostly family.
Okay. How many people?
10, 12.
10, 12. Okay, so what was the vibes of the Super Bowl halftime at your house?
Oh, we liked it. Because I know we're probably going to get into
controversy. Was there little kids?
There was 1 child.
Oh, okay.
My cousin's kid.
Okay, all right. I was just wondering. I meant to ask like everybody in the chat like how because like you can
we were walking with Serena. We were doing the same dance Serena Williams was doing.
Because like I don't know, man. There's like mixed reviews. Like it's like I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and then like I see online that the war like the Drake. My thing is I rock with Drake. I listen to Drake more than I listen to Kendrick.
Me too.
But I love Kendrick's music too. It's just like I feel like it's the settings. I think more downtime. I'll listen to them both, but like when you go outside the house, you're hearing Drake more because he's obviously more commercial and catchy and stuff. Yeah. Kendrick's stuff isn't really able to reach out there like that, but he's honestly hardware wise, he's more accomplished. But it's like, man, it's just like personally. I'm glad the shit is over. The shit was cool. It is what it is. But man, just get back to making the music and just being great.
Yeah, I mean, sorry for cutting you off, but
no, you good.
With the halftime show, obviously, whenever Kendrick makes music, it's gonna come with a message. And this Super Bowl halftime show, everything from Uncle Sam, everything that was made for. Obviously, I can't relate to some of the messages that Kendrick Lamar was trying to spread throughout this halftime show, but thanks to Mr. Lacey, Kenny Dad. I saw what he was saying. Obviously, some of those messages from minorities in America, rich versus poor, the 40 acres and a mule reference, obviously. So,
right,
the people who who don't want to do the research and understand why Kendrick did some of those things, why Sam Jackson was Uncle Sam, they're going to be confused. And
he told you
to ask questions as well.
And my thing is, he was already predicting the backlash in the middle of the thing with having Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
He said, "Yo, too ghetto, too loud. No, we don't want to hear it, squad. We
also,
don't want to hear
Squid Games reference as well."
Right, Franz Wagner, 2 assists. Let's work.
Got it.
So it's like, and I thought like, because me and Kenny were talking back and forth trying to like break it down because it's like different. It's difficult because you had kids running around. We're all talking amongst each other. Like there's people everywhere. We're talking. There's Drake's fans saying, "I don't want to watch this performance." F Kendrick. Nah, Neil wasn't there.
I'm saying in general, turn the TV off.
But like, I think like that too is tough to watch because I feel like that happens that's why I can't remember most Super Bowl performances because it's like, especially if it's a good game, you're not really thinking about the Super Bowl halftime. This year, that's going to be the most memorable moment of the Super Bowl because it was
Janet
a blowout.
Jackson.
Jackson.
I remember Shakira and J-Lo.
That was crazy too. That was crazy.
Oh, too. Also the people were complaining about Janet Jackson and J-Lo. Oh, they're showing too much skin. Yada yada. Provocative movie. It gets the people going. Shout out Will Ferrell. But when Maroon 5 did the Super Bowl, all of them were shirtless. We didn't hear those complaints.
Yeah, I can't. That's my thing. Is like I feel like it's gonna be the moment of what he did is iconic because like of what happened in the last 10 months, 11 months, or whatever it is at this point. It's 2 months. In 2 months is it gonna be a year? 2 or 3 months is gonna be a year, so 9 months.
Right. Yeah.
So I think the shit was powerful because like of just he really went really risky because you don't play new stuff at the Super Bowl. You go to the greatest. Yeah, you go to the greatest hits. That's what everybody does. That's the playbook.
And DNA Humble. We played Humble.
Bro, I turned to Kenny and once I saw the GNX, I said, "Oh, he does not care." That was my first. I was like, yo, Kenny, he doesn't really care anymore because he's about to play GNX, and 90% of the people that are probably watching don't know GNX, along with the people that are in that building. But to me,
as long as I played one song, the song for Black Panther,
the best. Listen, forget the Not Like Us. That's cool. A minor, cool. But the best part of the performance was Peekaboo when he was in the X and he was walking around and then he started Peekaboo and then popped up and then the song started. And that, like, I don't know if you listened to the album or not, but I like the album. So I was cool with it. It's just a lot of people ain't gonna know the music, you know.
Yeah, I think Luther is my favorite. So
yeah, and that, like I thought this shit. I thought initially when I was watching, I was like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah, SZA still looks good. That's what I was thinking personally.
And I was like, yeah, this is bro. This shit is fire. Like, I don't know what people are gonna. I already knew people are gonna be mad because he played. My only thing is, if the only fair criticism I have is that we're programmed or we're taught to think that you're not supposed to play new shit at the Super Bowl. Nobody's done that. Nobody's played something that's 2 months old.
Well, because I feel like with like some of the past people, like Usher, he hasn't released new stuff in a while.
Right.
Rihanna haven't released an album in 2 years, even though she promised an album this year.
Another thing is to say that like people saying that he didn't deserve to be up there. I'm like, yo,
but Weezy,
I'm not even talking about that.
No, they're saying that, but
just in general, I saw that they said they want Wayne. They don't want Wayne up there. They would have been complaining.
I saw him before WrestleMania, like last April. Mm-hmm. He does not have it in him to perform, anymore. But I mean, he's still one of the greatest rappers of all time. He doesn't have it like in him.
Like I don't know what people were thinking. Like
get Jay Sean there, play down, we'll be good.
That's
a classic. Wow.
But I think like just watching it, like initially, like I was like, yo, this is this is dope. But I also knew, yo, I gotta break this down. I want to see what's going on. You feel me? Because like it's so much going on at Super Bowl party. You got people grabbing chips, getting plates, and pouring soda. Like you get every 2 seconds, my eyes was going off the screen because of what was going on in the room. I was trying to.
Was the Philly egg rolls there?
No, they weren't. Shame. Yeah, Kenny had the nice spread. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to Kenny, man. Shout out to the co-host Kenny, the goat of hosting parties, man.
Oh yeah.
But I thought the performance was dope. Initial watch, I thought it was dope, and I thought it was even better when I rewatched it and got to see things that I wasn't really able to pay attention to because of what was going on in the house and everything. So
like I said with Kendrick, most of his performances and songs, it's gonna come with a message. Yeah, just like the previous album before GNX, not a lot of people liked it because it was basically a message album for his life. Yeah. A lot of things happened through his life, etc.
No, you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Like I was like, I think another thing too in music. I don't know if you can answer if you want on this, but for me, I like music moves too fast. Do you feel like that, or is it just me?
I feel like nowadays people want a hot beat and
right, because it's like it's here and then it's gone and then we're on to the next thing. It's not how it used to be where we were able to marinate and listen to something. Like if you're a Kendrick fan and you were in the now, like how he's dropping, not like how the Kendrick fans, the heavy ones, like they probably their heads are spinning off that he was dropping left and right because he didn't do that before. It was every 2 years, 2.5 years.
Because I feel with music, and it's possibly due to TikTok, people people want to hear the one-liners, the chorus, but never listen to the full song. They just want a catchy beat and a catchy chorus.
$1 million baby. $1 million baby.
I mean, yes, some of them are catchy and good.
I like that song. I like the song because it is what it is, but I feel like that's where it is now. That's what we're in. And that shit is insane. Because if you you brought up Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that album is great. It is a good album. You listen to that shit, Count Me Out. If you need inspiration about Count Me Out is heavy. And I love that song. Even's got Kendrick Kendrick's got what's the name? Kodak on there, and I love Kodak. Kodak's one of my favorite artists. Yeah. So it's man,
I have mixed feelings about Kodak.
You got Drake dropping, Drake and Party dropping Valentine's Day. Yeah. Get your vocals right to sing to the ladies.
Yeah. I mean, just to wrap up the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah. I mean, Kendrick has always been known to have songs with messages, and obviously with this one, it's going to speak to more of nothing I can relate to or Neil can relate to. Yeah. More like, Lawrence and Kenny, and obviously other people like Kendrick that had to deal with struggles like Kendrick and others. So some of those people, the people who aren't like that, aren't going to understand it. But the most we can do, the people who can't relate to it, is try to understand it the best we can. So that's why I went to.
I get what you're saying. Just the racial stuff, I get it.
Yeah,
but there's stuff in there, bro. There's stuff in there where you can feel that shit. Like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, you can some of the things you can feel where a song to even think about. Some people they made fun of it, about the whole uncle and auntie thing. Yeah. That shit is for someone to put it in a song.
People are actually going through that shit, yeah.
He's talking about when he's younger, trying to understand what a lot of people can't understand.
Right.
And it's he may have done he's making the weird sounds and stuff, but that's people really got to go through that. My family member is making a transition and I don't understand that shit.
Right. Yeah. And
that song, bro, I love that song. I love that song.
Yeah,
so it's
because I think basically, just to wrap things up, I think after a show or during the show, I saw Kenny's dad post on Facebook. He basically broke down all the references, what everything means. I did some research, obviously, with some of the stuff because I want to be able to understand what the full halftime show is. all the references, etc. So yeah, it's important to ask questions and learn about things.
Yeah, he definitely last thing here. He definitely heard Trump was going to be there, and he basically, in other words, he looked up to the president, the suite, and stuck his middle fingers up. That's basically what he did in that performance.
Yep. Say Drake, and he named out Drake.
Bro, but the chef's kiss, man, is the peekaboo, and Sam Jackson, man. Adding Sam Jackson to that was amazing.
Yeah, because his role in Django Unchained as well, so it was kind of a reference. So
right. All right, let's get to your favorite sport.
Shout out SZA as well, because her and my song played that I bet on. I'm 2 for 2 for halftime show songs as well. So shout out
and we're gonna keep going, but bro, they talked about SZA. They don't understand that, bro. They don't understand that she was singing. She was not lip syncing. She was not doing that.
Yeah, her mic was acting up like crazy.
Both, I was gonna say that was another thing was the audio was iffy, but it is what it is. Great for me, great performance. Kendrick keep running it up. I hope I was after that performance. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to Ticketmaster, and I don't do concerts. I was gonna think I might get me and my girl something. You feel me?
Kendrick broke the record for most watched halftime show, beating Michael Jackson. But also Michael Jackson during that time, not only people had TVs and phones, so it probably would have been a lot bigger. But a record's a record, so congrats, Kendrick.
All right, man. NBA, man. NBA. How are you feeling? Where you at with the NBA right now, man?
Oh, fuck the Lakers. First and
foremost.
Fuck them. That's what I'm always gonna start.
Before we get anything out of the way.
Yep. That's first things first. But after that, a lot of moves were made in the trade deadline. Luka getting moved, shockingly. The Bulls being more of a terrible franchise, the Kings as well. But I mean, Curry finally getting some help, even though I think they're still going to be what's called a playing team, because what did Kendrick say? It's not enough. So, as of right now,
not enough.
I mean, the Cavs. I think
Cavs number one seed. Number one seed.
I mean, just because they're number one seed doesn't guarantee you anything. We saw that with the OKC Thunder last year. So
I don't think necessarily. I think it makes stuff favorable for you though too.
True, you got to face easier opponents, but this is the same Cavs team. No new additions. Even though I think they traded for DeAndre on the bench.
Yeah, I feel like he starts. I believe.
Oh, I thought he was going to be like
I could see him. I was going to say I could see him going to the bench though.
He could play
because they got rid of Niang, they got rid of Strus.
Yep, and Levert.
And Levert too. So it's like,
but
they definitely lost a lot. Mainly that with that move, I think they're trying to make they recognize we have an opportunity. Yeah, we have opportunity here. He's Hunter he's a legit starter, but he just comes off the bench, to be honest.
Yeah. Like for the Cavs, I'm kind of iffy about them just because this is the same Cavs team we saw go 7 games to Orlando last year. So we don't. I mean, Garland, hell of a year. Mobley, hell of a year. Both of them got All-Star nods, including Donovan Mitchell. But we got to see how they do in the playoffs. How will they do against the Knicks? How will they do against the Celtics? Because the Celtics are the defending champion. And they've been battle tested, the Celtics. They've been through years of hell, disappointments, and finally winning last year. So they know what it takes to go through adversity and win a championship. So I got to see for the Cavs. And same with the Thunder. A lot of people expected them to roll through the West last year. I mean, hell, 3 out of 4 of the podcast members last year thought it was over after game 1 versus the Mavs.
Yeah.
They were doing victory laps. Oh, OKC sweep. OKC in 5.
I think they with adding Hartenstein is major.
Yeah. Plus,
I think that's going to help them because remember what I was saying. I love the Thunder, but they can't rebound. And sure enough, that's
Lively Gafford is the thing.
Yeah, that's what came back to kill them in that Mavs series. They got destroyed.
Yeah. And I think this Thunder team, is going to be a lot like the Celtics. they're gonna have great records, but they need to have that experience and adversity for them to be title contenders. So they might be number 1, number 2 seeds for the next 3-4 years, but I don't think they'll win. Maybe they'll probably win down the road, but
I love. Listen, I think too. We got to see like Case and Wallace. Got to see Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe. Like those guys got that experience.
Cat 4 threes, cash.
Ooh, that's money. That's money.
Thank you.
Was that a lotto?
No, it was just I picked Cat King of the Court.
Oh,
for my pick. Now I didn't say what I said in the chat, just because I don't want the Caribbean people to go after me. Yeah.
Fire for that.
Yeah. I went to college with a lot of people that were Caribbean people, so I knew off the bat. So
the fire for that.
Fire for that. Everything you said, I knew. So yeah. So I put on that just Cat 4 threes. It was like plus 400, I think. So.
That's a nice low. You did 10, right? I'm guessing.
I think I did 5.
5? Okay, so you got a little 20.
What is Cat doing right now? Cat has 36 and 6 and 3. So he's at 45 right now.
Okay, now wait a minute. He might be the what's the name? King of the Court. But yeah, like I said,
one time I don't pick Jason Tatum.
What does he have?
He has 32, 13, and 7. The one time I don't pick Jason Tatum.
Damn, he's hooping.
So 20, he has 52.
Yeah. I picked Cade at 55 plus. So hey.
Yeah.
But what I will say though is I think the Thunder too, like Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Case and Wallace, those guys came in and they're all able to shoot. I think Case and Wallace he's not much of a shooter. He's a kind
Mini
of
Arsenal.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Davion Mitchell. He reminds me of Davion Mitchell. He's definitely a good defender and stuff. He's got a good jump shot. But I think them getting that experience last year to add in Hartenstein, hopefully Chet can be healthy. They're moving forward without having Chet there. Chet he's been gone for most of the season.
Yep.
Like here we are again, another big prospect that had high hopes keeps getting injured.
Yeah, he just came back, I think, last game. So
and he was out 24 hours later.
Damn.
So I don't know if it was scheduled rest or they're just taking it. They're trying to ease him in.
They want to make sure he doesn't get re-injured before All-Star break.
Yeah. So is he actually? Is he playing tonight?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, with the Thunder.
Thunder are down right now. Chet is not playing. He's out again. Okay.
Honestly, yeah. He's resting. Play it smart. You don't need some freak ass injury before the All-Star weekend. They just need the playoff experience. This is already a great team as is. SGA is going to be an MVP candidate for years. J-Dub already an All-Star. Chet Holmgren.
And I think it falls on him too to take the next step.
Yep.
So I think they're going to go as far as he allows them. Like SGA is going to play. He's going to play up there. We're going to
get that whistle. We know.
Yeah, we've seen him play for the past 3 years. He's played up there, and he slightly increasing, to be honest. Like not like and once you're up there, there's not much else you can really surpass. But you're gonna need your teammates to try to meet you as close as possible, so you can take it to the next level. But I think the Thunder got a nice chance. I think we need to see these dudes try to become the face of the league, so these fossils can let it go and actually retire, man. Because I don't know what's going to happen once KD, Steph, and Braun leave the league. They don't want to. They bash. They put money behind bashing Tatum, and he's supposed to be the face. I feel like that's who should. To me, that's who should be. That should be the person. But for some reason, I don't know. They got a smear campaign just continuously on his name. It's weird at this point. I don't understand it.
Celtics player and from Duke. No one likes Celtics players.
It's just I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird to me at this point. Even with the JB shit, like they don't want to market him. Like, to me though, what's even crazier is the fact that They told this dude that, yo, you probably shouldn't play in the NBA because you're too smart.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna probably
he teaches classes in the summer.
So are you saying that the rest of the players are dope?
Yeah, I mean, he said himself he teaches classes. I forgot where, like in his office.
Yeah, I just saw he was on Jimmy Fallon after the Eagles
with the champs. Yep, looking like a diamond thief.
Yeah. What a fit, bro. European
that's my final
influence.
MVP. I'm sticking with
we call that European influence right there.
Yeah,
but no, I think it's time. Like it's time for Luka. It's time for Tatum. It's time for JB. It's time for these dudes to get their opportunity to be the faces.
Yeah,
LeBron is gonna be here. He's chasing whatever he's chasing. We don't know. Honestly, we don't even know anymore. You don't even know because is it a championship? Are you just cooling? Like, get out the way, man. Like, I'll fuck with Braun, but it's time, bro. You got let it go.
Honestly, I think
which that's what I think it was with AD. That's what they're saying now, that AD wasn't like ready to take it over, but he's also 30. He was 32.
Yeah.
So it's like the time you and Paul George range right now. And don't get me started on Paul George.
Yeah, you cannot compare AD and Paul George. AD,
well, I'm talking about with the aging and then the injuries. Like you're getting to that point where it's just like, we don't really care anymore.
He's had 2 healthy years. As soon as he goes to Dallas, that Dallas injury has been real injuries all year. So.
Bro, he went the first game. He was just going crazy.
Yep. Now Gafford's injured. He's injured. That whole team has been injured all the year.
Then now I don't know what happened. Now he's all messed up.
They got the San Francisco 49ers doctors and trainers, pretty much.
Damn, I need Duran 2 rebounds and then Cade 8 rebounds or 7 assists in the second half.
What is Franz looking like?
Franz had 3. I think he ended with 3.
Oh, ended? Oh.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
Damn.
On FanDuel they had 3. Well, no, ESPN he has 2. FanDuel he has.
Game's
no,
over.
they fixed it. Yeah, it's over. They won by 16.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh well.
So. Yeah.
Okay. But I think it's gonna be for the faces of the league and who's gonna take it over when the legends leave. It's gonna be, I think, a committee, a group by committee. Just because they've been ever since Wemby got there, they've been pushing Wemby, rightfully so, because obviously one in a lifetime prospect. They've been pushing him. I believe he's been on the one of the most social media marketable players. They're pushing Luka. They're pushing SGA. They've finally been pushing the Thunder, which I feel like they should have pushed them maybe a year or 2 ago, just because they're very likable. They're very relatable. Obviously, with their post-game interviews, the dog mentality, et cetera, et cetera. Tatum, whether people want to admit it or not, he's one of the best players in the league. And just because, he has a Kobe obsession. He's from Duke. He plays for Boston. Yada, yada, yada.
I don't care about none of that shit.
He wins.
Bro can win.
He has. Looking at his accomplishments alone, he's a multi gold medalist. He has the most points in a Game 7 in NBA history, which
and he got LMA.
And you don't hear any drama from this guy.
Yeah.
Besides,
well, he
talking, etc. This guy has stayed out of trouble, which obviously should be a given or the standard. But obviously, with some athletes, they find their ways into some scams. They find their way into some porn stars, Zion Williamson. They find their way into other stuff. So yeah, some athletes just can't help themselves. So this guy has stayed out of the trouble and out of the light, and people still hate him. So,
yeah, I think that's unfortunate, but it is what it is at the end of the day,
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a group of committee.
Yeah, so right now, top 6, and we'll just do top 6 because the other one, it's a battle for the rest. You got the Thunder at 1 in the West, Grizzlies at number 2. Grizzlies.
Jimmy Butler, you're fucking stupid for not wanting to go to Memphis. I don't want to go to Memphis. I'd rather go to the Phoenix Suns. We're 10th in the West.
That would have been perfect. They starting Luke Kennard.
They need a forward.
They starting Luke Kennard at that spot.
I don't know why Jimmy Butler wanted to go to Phoenix. Maybe with Kevin Durant, but
they would have terrorized people on defense with that team.
You have someone in Heat history who has, out of like the 10 highest scoring performances, he has 4 or 5 of them in playoff history. He also led those 2 teams like 2 years to 2 improbable finals runs. I think he deserves to have his jersey retired, but knowing his beef with Pat Riley, I doubt it, just because he's done more than anyone expected during his tenure as a Miami Heat. No one expected those 2 Heat teams to make a run. Of course, they got they got killed in those finals like 4-1 each, but both improbable runs as lower seeds. So
definitely.
I mean, with everything he's done, but he's still a dumbass for not wanting to go to the Grizzlies. a top 3 team in the West, you don't want to go?
Hey, listen, he mustn't out. He wasn't rocking with Memphis. We got Nuggets at the 3rd seed, the Lakers at the 4 seed, Rockets at the 5 seed.
With the Nuggets, I think we talked about this earlier in the chat with Stephen A's dumbass. Top 5 most pressure to win a ring. I don't think we talk about Jokic enough as pressure to win another ring.
Come on now, because
after that first ring, because remember dynasty.
Yeah, they're like not 1, not 2, not 3.
He has 3 MVPs, right? And people were already launching him.
You know what I'm saying?
Is he the best center of all time? If you want to be in that conversation of best center of all time or like top 10, top 15 player of all time, you need more championships. And he's only won 1.
You put him in front of Diesel. He's getting destroyed. You put Dwight Howard on the Magic in front of him. He's getting killed.
He defended him well when he was on the Lakers. When it faced.
I ain't talking about Lakers. I'm talking about Orlando Magic.
If Lakers, Dwight Howard was handling business.
Dwight Howard was grabbing the ball out of the air on people's jump shots.
That's my favorite player.
It was an absolute problem in Orlando.
But people, just because Jokic is funny, just because the horses gimmick, etc., he's a 3 times MVP. I believe they let him get away with a lot. He should have maybe 2 or even 3 to match those MVP. So I don't think enough pressure is put on him to win another championship. Not a lot of people talk about it. Giannis too. That's why I said in the chat, I think Dame should be up there for me personally, because I think Kenny said just because we know what Dame is at this point. But we know he joined Giannis to get a chip. He joined one of the best teams in the East, well, apparently, because we know Doc Rivers and Mr. What's his name? Coach for the Lakers last year. That keeps winning in-season tournaments, Darvin Ham. If you don't win, because you sacrificed a lot to stay in Portland, you basically just wanted to get the bag. You didn't care about winning, in my opinion. So if you want to be known as one of the top point guards of all time or in the league, and you have no chips, and you went to join Giannis for a chip, there should be somewhat pressure on you. Giannis has a championship. You don't. You came to him to join him to get a ring. So if you don't win that chip, I mean, a ring would change somewhat, because Kenny said it would be nice, which I agree. But I also think with him making the move to Portland to Milwaukee, there should be some sort of pressure on him. So I think because he said Kevin Durant should also be on that list. Me and Lawrence, we've argued about this plenty of times. But I think, Kevin Durant on various issues. But I'm saying I think there should be somewhat of a pressure on him to win a ring, just because we know he's one of the greatest scorers of all time.
He just
reached 30K the other night.
He just want to hoop, bro.
Yeah,
he just want to hoop and smoke weed. That's all he want to do.
He cares about ball. When I see him in the club, he wasn't doing dance moves. He was just pumping.
He lived for basketball. Listen. He just want to hoop, smoke weed, and go to Drake listening parties.
The only reason why I said that there should be some sort of pressure on KD to win a ring. Mm-hmm. He said it a year ago. Why can't I be in the GOAT conversation? After saying, I don't care what the media says. I'm not gonna lie that the what if game is a game I don't like to play, but if he doesn't rupture his Achilles, true.
We having some different conversations. I feel like because his game suffered significantly after that.
Right.
Like obviously he was a mid-range god at shooting, but there's a lot of things that he couldn't do anymore. Like driving to the rim, you don't see him trying to dunk on anybody or anything at the rim anymore. So,
I think Tatum finished with 53.
Tatum.
Okay. Yep. But with Kevin Durant, obviously I'm going to be a little biased because He was supposed to come to the Celtics, not the Warriors. I also wrote an article about why Kevin Durant a long time ago should come to the Celtics. So he basically just ignored that shit. But that's why I'm a little angry with Kevin Durant. And at their meeting, because it was
y'all would have probably lost JB in that, right?
Maybe because it was when no, I think that's when we had JB actually. Because that was
no, I'm talking about Luke. I'm talking about you would have had to get rid of JB to get him.
I think he's still on his rookie deal.
Who, KD?
JB.
But I'm saying, he's still young. Okay,
he was still young. He was still on the rookie contract. That was when Al Horford and Kyrie joined. I don't think we would have traded for Hayward if he had KD. The whole presentation was how he would fit in Boston, and they showed him an exact blueprint on how to stop the Warriors because the Celtics had the blueprint on how to stop them. And he said, "Fuck that! I'm going to go join the Warriors." So just a little bit hurt on Kevin Durant, but nonetheless, I still think he's like probably one of the best scorers of all time. But he's had Kyrie, Harden, Booker, and Beal, and hasn't won anything. Which obviously, championships shouldn't be like a goal wall for any conversation. But Steph has won a championship before him and after him with a lot less. An older Draymond, an older Clay, Jordan Poole. He hasn't had the luxury of Kyrie, Harden, Booker, and Beal to try to help him win a chip. So,
what are you doing next with the Spurs?
Also, he might get traded as well.
What you doing next with the Spurs to help them take it to the next level? Are you keeping the team the same?
Kevin Durant, what do you want from him?
Kevin Durant?
I mean, I put in the chat,
bro.
He's expected to be gone this offseason,
bro.
You trade Keldon. You trade Bohan.
Hold on. You're not about to have NBA players going to play two demigods and Fox.
Oh, like Kevin Durant hasn't joined an all-star super team before.
Two demigods and Fox? Who?
He's already joined Kyrie and Harden and Booker and Bill. What else do you do?
Bro, the ISOs on that team is about to be critical.
And I am completely serious when I say this. You trade Keldon Johnson. You trade Sohan. You give picks. Kevin Durant, Fox.
So you saying to me that Fox is dribbling the ball up the court. He calls for an ISO. KD and Victor Wembanyama is in the corners. Fox goes to drive. A double team comes and he gets the kick out to one of them for three. Get out of here.
I mean, you think about it.
No.
For me,
NBA is not about to let 2 7-footers and Fox.
Just imagine that.
Hell no.
Obviously,
I'm on 2K. I'm on 2K the minute the trade goes through.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've had, after everything I said about Kevin Durant, I still think he's still an elite talent, a top 10, top 12 player in today's NBA.
He's that dude.
And the Spurs trading for Fox showed me they want to speed up this process as fast as they can. We've seen Wemby ball.
They're significantly better. They're significantly better.
Thanks to Chris Paul, the fossil. But it's a proven scientific fact. Every team he goes to, the winning percentage improves from last year. And plus, he's still dropping double doubles. And with him mentoring Fox and Wemby,
you get a guy. With Fox, you get a guy that's going to give you minimum 23 on the nightly basis. Fox is
technically a veteran already, so he probably doesn't need much mentoring. But learning from Chris Paul, one of the great point guards of all time, is always helpful. But yeah, they just showed me they're taking this shit serious. They want Pop,
and the fact that they can coexist because I watched a couple of their games. They can coexist too.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah, Popovich wants to go out with at least one more serious run. And we know
is he coaching?
No, he's still recovering. So I'm pretty sure he'll be out of coaching like this year.
Yeah, I know. I saw the baby Tatum out there coaching.
Yep.
he looked like him. So he looked like Tatum. He looked like Tatum older brother or some shit.
Yeah.
The brother that didn't make it to the league.
I mean, just like Thanasis or wait, who would you rather have? Prime Jello Ball, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, or Bronny James?
I'm taking I'm taking Greek's brother. He was actually good, and then he had a bunch of injuries.
He can defend, so I mean, yeah.
I was gonna say overseas, he had like an offensive bag, and then got to the NBA, and it was just like I don't know, he didn't get the opportunity or what. But
Jackson Hayes just jumped on Walker Kessler, but I mean the Spurs. I think they get they're trying to get like one last serious run out of Popovich before, and because there's a reason why Popovich didn't retire before Wemby came, because he knew Wemby was on the way. And with someone like Greg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches of all time, with a generational prospect with him, and you add Fox, and I just want to see what they do in the offseason, because this team could be scary fast. I think Elijah said in our NBA pod one time, you have 2 to 3 years to win your chip, because when that happens, Wemby full force is on his way, and with adding Fox, they're just speeding that process up. The bottom of the West is already weak. They can easily be like a top 4, top 5 with the right moves next year. So, yeah, that Spurs team could be scary. But if you add someone like Kevin Durant, someone who's been there, especially during the NBA Finals and knows what it takes to win a title, like you said, that's 2K. That's 2K stuff. That could be very, very. I would trade for Kevin Durant immediately if he wants to come to San Antonio. Keldon, Sohan, picks, get him out of there immediately. So yeah, that would be scary. But that's a pipe dream for the Spurs. I don't know if they'll actually do it, just because I think Kevin Durant is most likely. The Rockets are the favorites, but I think the Mavs should give Kevin Durant a call, or the Suns a call for Kevin Durant, because him, Kyrie, and AD, I think that would be nice. I don't think the Rockets, they should trade for KD. I think that core, the young core, Jalen Green, Sengun, Jabari Smith, who's just come back from injury, and others, they could do something great, especially under Udoka. I don't think you mess that up, to be honest. I don't think it's worth a Kevin Durant, because you guys can do something scary in the future. So,
right.
I mean, the West is going to be crazy altogether. That's why I felt how I felt about the Lakers trade with Luka. Trading AD, yes, basically I thought the Luka trade was, you're gonna make the Lakers watchable and basically in the media talk for the future. Because with LeBron being out soon, you still have a top 10 player in the league. He's gonna put butts in seats, if we're gonna be honest. He's still a premier must-watch player in the league. The crypto arena is still gonna be the full just because of Luka. But like I said, with them struggling as centers, OKC is going to get better. Chet and Hartenstein's going to get better. The Grizzlies' bigs are going to get better. The Rockets, Sengun's going to get better. I just don't think the Lakers will win with Luka, but they'll be competitive. And the NBA is always good when the Lakers have a superstar on their team. So I just think it's a great future / marketing move for that team, because they're going to need it. Because I just don't think they'll be able to compete with some of the top teams, especially with great bigs. So that's why I felt the way about the trade. So.
Okay.
Hey, it's my season. My off season's over. It's time for me to actually talk on the show. I can't disagree with Kenny anymore.
Well, no, I think it's gonna be. I'm just hoping for good basketball, man, and we kind of roll over.
Second half is always better. So.
That is very true. That is very true.
They do need, obviously, we talked about this a lot with how to fix the NBA, et cetera, et cetera. I said League Pass needs to change, the whole blackouts, because if I want to watch a game, but it's on ESPN or NBA TV, you can't watch it, which is bullshit. The Bally Sports thing Kenny brought up, you have to buy like 70 different things to watch certain teams.
Or get a Fire Stick.
Yeah. Them cutting down games just because obviously some teams are not going to take some games seriously. They might quit after they're eliminated from playoff contention. But I do like the award system where if you have to play a certain amount of games to be eligible for awards, just because obviously a lot of players have incentives. If you get certain awards, you get extra money. So I like the NBA did that. It's going to be difficult, but I think, with the sport I love, it's possible.
Yeah.
But I think we should just give up on All-Star and events for any sport, just because most players use that as a break anyways.
Yeah, they're complete. They're over the shit.
Oh, and also the WNBA is doing a 1v1 tournament.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw highlights of that. Aaliyah Edwards, young UConn versus old UConn, Brianna Stewart, 12-0. Imagine if Rod Dillingham 12-0 Steph Curry.
They might. You never know. But their ego wouldn't allow them to get on that court.
That's why I'm kind of glad that the WNBA / Unrivaled is getting a lot more attention than it has a couple things, because the WNBA are willing to do stuff like that.
What's the prize?
I believe it's some money. I forgot what it was, but I know that Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu is putting money out of their own pockets to help fund the 1v1 tournament and the whole unrivaled event before the WNBA season starts. So it's money out of their pockets. So it's been great to see so far. I think Aaliyah Edwards is in top 4, the final 4. Enrique is in top 4 as well. So
I might have to check it out. But yeah, like listen, man.
The NBA stars are definitely too scared to do this.
I haven't watched much of the All-Star. I might try to get to watch it this weekend. I might.
Yeah.
I've missed so much over the past. Like I can't remember a dunk contest. I didn't watch Matt McClung the first year he went.
Yeah.
Was that 2 years ago? This is his third one, right? Third one in a row.
Yeah, I mean, because basically he's just the NBA's dunk contest show guy. We don't see him in any NBA games. He's just every year, just like the kid and scared out straight out scared whatever it's called the show. They pull him out of the thing out of nowhere every year. Hey, dunk contest, go and go back in. So scared straight.
Stupid.
So, yeah, I mean, because I've not seen any NBA clips of him besides dunk contest clips.
Right. That's a fact.
I mean, also with the 1v1 thing I wanted to add, if they ever do it, they should split it up into like obviously divisions. Guards 6'4" and under should face each other. Wings 6'5" to 6'9", and obviously 7-footers and on should face each other. Obviously, we shouldn't have Chris Paul versus Wembanyama or Curry versus Durant because obviously those are mismatches. So just an idea. I thought they'll do it, but just a random idea. Yeah, because I think the only thing watchable is going to be the 3-point contest, which has been really close every single year. But I don't know if they're going to do the Curry event because Caitlin Clark said no because she wants her first 3-point shootout to be in Indiana, which will be the WNBA All-Star Weekend this year. Which, hey, I'm not upset for her for saying that because she wants to put on for her own city first before going.
She's from
the
there.
NBA. I drafted there technically, so she wants to put on for her home team. So I mean she has the power to do so. She's done a lot of good for the WNBA, getting a lot more eyes on the WNBA. So yeah, she has the power to say what she wants to participate or not in. So yeah. Also, I don't like the celebrity, not the celebrity. I think the celebrity might be decent because a WWE star's in it that I like personally. So there's a lot of antics, but with the All-Star, the All-Star gimmick, the Rising Stars thing, that is it me? Did you see the rosters by any chance?
A little bit of it.
So it's basically the all the young players on Kenny's team, all the international players on Chuck's team, and basically the LeBrons, the Currys, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, all the fossils and older players on Shaq's team. That draft looked scripted and rigged as hell. There's no way you have all the young players on one team, all the foreign players, international players on one team, and everyone else, the Olympics team, all on one team. There's no way those guys individually just go all for one theme, just all together. It has to be scripted to try to boost something to see who would be the best out of the young guys, the international guys, and the OGs.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I was.
No way.
That's why I saw that too. I was just like,
this was a setup. This is just to get views.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. So I mean, I'm not gonna have too high hopes, but obviously, as a fan of shooting 3-pointers, I'm gonna watch most of it. Yeah.
All right, man. Any last words before we get up out of here?
For me, my off season's over. It's my actual season. This is what I get. This is what my job is for the podcast to be the NBA analyst. So
he said, "Come on, man."
Yep, rent is due. I gotta pay bills, so
it's too easy.
Yeah, I gotta earn my spot on the squad at this NBA season. But yeah, I'm excited to talk NBA. Also, hey, we might dabble in some other things. Hey, I'm just excited for the rest of the season because obviously NFL was great. One hell of a season. Jaden Daniels Commanders was probably the biggest surprise, and also Bo Nix. A lot of disappointments as well. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. But obviously the Super Bowl could have been a lot better competitive wise. But hey, sometimes that just happens. We saw in other sports the last round, championship round, now go the way people wanted to. The Celtics whooped the Mavs in 5. but that's how sports go sometimes. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this basketball year plays out, especially as a Celtics fan. I'm just hoping for my team to repeat or at least get to the finals and the Lakers to flame out. So, yeah. Celtics success and Lakers failure. That's all I'm hoping for. Yeah. Oh, also, if Luka leaves randomly and said, I want to play with Jokic, which they talked about, it could be a possibility that Luka opts out of the Lakers and joins Jokic. You will not hear the end of me to any Lakers fan for years. If you traded your best player / defender for a rental,
I don't know.
Nigel, you better block me on everything if that happens. If he leaves, you will not hear the end of me. I promise you. You better hope he's a lifelong Laker. If he joins someone else or Jokic, yeah, it's over for any Laker fan. Yeah, as soon as LeBron leaves, straight poverty. You're gonna end up seeing Ryan Kelly and Robert Sacre in your lineup again. So it's just a pipe dream. Will it actually happen? Who knows? But if it does happen, I'm laughing my ass off. So just dreams. Yeah,
I'm dead.
Celtics success and Lakers disaster. That's all I dream of. That's when I close my eyes. That's all I dream about. I sometimes pray for it. So yeah. How about you? Also, the success of the podcast as well. That's also something. I don't want to be too self-centered and self-biased. Also, the success of IBTE and Ball Central as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me, man, just watch some basketball, play some 2K. Basketball season is the full attention right now, so I'm hoping we get some good hoops, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely, playoff pushes. Let's get it going. Klay Thompson is about to face the Warriors again. Put on a show, Klay.
It's time. It's time for sure.
Kyrie versus Steph. Put on a show.
It is time for sure.
Also, follow the socials as well, so you can see my lovely face and Lawrence's lovely face eventually. We're gonna hear rants after every NBA night on why he shouldn't have bet on this player or why this player didn't give any effort on offense and defense. Just
bastards.
He's like, damn, Duran, no bag. He's basically
he got one rebound right now. I need 7 assists from Cade somehow, some way.
Yeah, so hey, we're gonna be here through it all. I'm going to be doing the best I can to report any NBA news and make fun of any NBA team that does bad or have any drama. So I'm looking forward to follow our socials. Also put notifications on our channel so you know when we go live as well. I'm looking forward to this season. It's going to be a lot of hoops, a lot of laughter, and hey, maybe a lot of crying, depending on how the Celtics do this year. And a lot of laughter, hopefully the Lakers.
A lot of laughter.
Yep. Alex Len, I'm so excited. Averaging 2 rebounds, 2 points last year. Yay. How will it do against Jokic? Free food. Yams, cornbread, collard greens right there.
IBTE Sports Podcast is up out of here. We live every Wednesday at 8:30, man. Every Wednesday, no matter what. If I'm ahead, they not here. They not like us. No, let me stop. All right, man. We up out of here. We appreciate y'all. Peace.